Hello everyone, I am Dr. Fawzul Atik, giving some series of lecture for the course Discrete Mathematics. So in the previous lecture, we discussed about the permutation. What is that? Permutation was like it's an ordered arrangement, right? And what is P and R? It is that R number of elements you are collecting from a set of n elements and how many ways this R number of element you can arrange it. That is called NPR, right? Or sorry, PNR. That means number of R permutation from a set of n elements. Correct? So these things we have discussed in the last class. Now, today's class we start with combinations. So before starting to the theory, let us understand this problem. It asks how many different committees of 3 students can be formed from a group of 4 students. Now here it is simply it is asking that how many different committees of 3 students can be formed from a group of 4 students. It's not at all, it's an arrangement. It's just a selection, right? So 3 students you have to select from a group of 4 students to make a committee. So whether you are taking first, who you are taking second does not matter. Here, the arrangement is not at all there, only the selection, right? So how to do this answer? Now you can do it manually because it's a small problem. The 3 students you have to collect from 4 students, you can do it manually. So that's okay. Uh, but in general, how we can think of it? Like manually, what I mean, suppose you have a set of maybe in A, B, C, D. And then what you have to do? You have to collect all 3 subsets of this set. So maybe A, B, C is an element. This is one way to do that. Or A, B, D is another one, right? Or A, B, C, A, B, D, or B, C, D. You can do it in this way also, right? Or you can do A, C, D like this. So you can select this 4 ways. You cannot make it. Now whether this set and these sets are same, na? B, A, C. This is same. So that does not matter. Order does not matter. So I will not count this part. So only these 4 ways one can do it, right? So one can select 3 students from a group of 4 students, like these 4 ways. Now this is okay, manually we have done. Now how we can think it generally? So what we'll do, I will uh, I will try to connect this with our uh, permutation. So maybe up to that, let it be there. So this one, you know it already, so leave it. Now what we'll do, we'll understand this problem through permutation. Now permutation is what? Like if I ask the question, how many ways you can arrange 3 students from a group of 4 students? What is the answer? You know it from the previous class, it is P4, 3. That means how many ways you can arrange it, right? Now, suppose the answer for this question is X. Suppose the answer for this question is X. That means how many ways you can select 3 students from a group of 4 students. That is X. So suppose in X ways you can select them. And for each of the selections of 3 students, if how many ways you can arrange them, these 3 students, three factorial ways, because how many ways, that means how many 3 permutation you can get with a 3 element set. So my point is this many ways, this X many ways you can select it from a group of 3, like you will select 3 students from a group of 4 students. And now my next point is for each of these 3 subsets, like this set I have, each of this one, how many ways you can arrange them? We know that how many ways you can permute them? 3 ways, right? So then this permutation is basically how many ways then you can arrange all this element, like all these 3 subset in a arranged manner, where or order matter. It is X. That means that many ways you will select into 3 factorial. So each selection will have three ways. Each selection will have 3 ways you can arrange. This one also you can arrange 3 ways. You can also arrange 3 ways. And you assume that your answer for this question is X. So X into 3 factorial, that is by product rule, is actually give you the ordered arrangement of 3 elements from a group of 4 elements. That means the permutation. So P 4 comma 3. Therefore, what is your answer? Your answer X is equal to P 4 comma 3 divided by 3 factorial. Now, what is the value of 4 comma 3? P 4 comma 3. It is 4 factorial divided by 4 minus 3 factorial into 3 factorial was there in the denominator. If you simplify it, you are also getting it is 4. See, we have done it manually and we got 4 ways you can select them, and we got answer for this question X is equal to also 4, right? So we try to connect it with the permutation, because permutation we know that you can by product rule you can do that, do this count, right? So you got this value, permutation value we have discussed already. So now we got the answer is equal to 4, right? So basically this is how, this many ways you can select 3 students from a group of 4 students, right? Now we'll generalize this concept. We'll generalize this concept. What do we mean by R combinations? An R combinations of element of a set is an unordered selection of R elements from a set. Yes, that's what. So you just have to select R number of elements, where order does not matter, from a set of like R number. And now if it is from a set of n elements, that has some different notation to count it, right? So R combinations of element of a set is an unordered selection of R elements from a set. This is called a R combination. Thus, an R combination is simply a subset of a set with R elements. Correct? So here just a R combination meaning is what? That's what it is pointing out. Where R permutation means R number of elements, how many ways you can arrange them. R combination is just a selection, unordered selection of R elements. So it is simply a subset of a set with R elements. Yes, that's what we have done in the previous example also. Thus, number of R combinations of a set with n distinct element is denoted by, now that what do you mean by CNR or NCR? It is the number of R combinations of a set with n distinct element, right? That is denoted by CNR, or sometime in your +2 level you may have learned in this way, NCR. This is also another notation. One can also denote it by this way, n choose R. This also one can do. This is sometimes we call it as binomial coefficient. Yes. These are all same. CNR, NCR, n choose R. These are all same. Right? Now, how we will find out this CNR value in general? So if you try to relate with the previous example, first you arrange how many ways you can arrange R number of elements from an n element set. We have discussed that is the permutation. PNR ways you can do it. Right? Now, once this is there, and what does it mean? CNR means it is the number of R combinations. That means just a selection of R elements from a set. So this many ways you can select them. Now, after each selection, how many ways you can arrange them? You can arrange this each selection by R factorial ways. That means this is an R permutation, so R factorial ways. So by product rule, if I multiply these two, I will actually get R permutation from an element of n element set. So therefore, PNR is basically CNR comma R into R factorial. Right? So this way you will select R number of elements from n element set, and each selection you can arrange it in R factorial way. So if I product them, I'll get that R permutation. So how many ways you can arrange R number of elements from an n element set? By product rule, I can get this one. So therefore, what is the value of CNR? Therefore, CNR is equal to PNR divided by R factorial. But what is PNR value? We already know from the previous lecture. It is n factorial divided by n minus R factorial. And R factorial was there, our denominator. So this is the value of CNR. This is the value of CNR then. Right? So the number of R combinations of a set with n distinct element is n factorial divided by n minus R factorial into R factorial. I hope you understand. So therefore, this is the theorem. The number of R combinations of a set with n elements where n is a non-negative integer and R is an integer with this condition, then CNR is equal to n factorial divided by R factorial into n minus R factorial. We all know it from our +2 level, but now we understood why it is happening. So it is a combinations is also related to the permutation divided by the number of ways it is arranged. It is because it's just a selection. I hope it is clear. Now we'll do some example. Before that, because this CNR and Cn comma n minus r, they are same. So this is just a, you please keep a note of it. Because here you can also write the same thing as Cn comma n minus r. Right? So this is the same. This have the same value. Now let us do this example. What this example says, how many ways there are there to select 47 cards from a standard deck of 52 cards? Very simple question. It asks that how many ways are there to select 47 cards from a standard deck of 50. So it is no arrangement. It's just a selection of 47 cards from 52 cards. How many ways you can do? Yes, we know it is C 52, 47. Now what is the value of it? We all know it is 52 factorial divided by 52 minus 5 minus 47 is 5 factorial into r factorial, that means 47 factorial. And you can calculate the value, but the answer is this one, easy, right? So the answer for this question is already there, you can check. Now think about this example. How many ways are there to select 5 players from a 10 members tennis team to make a trip to a match at another school? Again, you have to select 5 players from a 10 members tennis team. How can you do? Again, very easy. It is just a selection of 5 players from a 10 players team, right? So it is again C 10, 5. And if you simplify, I think you will get the answer as 252. If you simplify it, you will get that answer. Easy? Okay. So as I mentioned, this is the answer of it. You can check. Now I have a very interesting problem. Look at this problem. How many bit string of length n contain exactly r ones? Now we have done bit string problem earlier as well. But that time it was like how many bit strings are there of length, length 2, length 7, length 8, this kind of thing we have done. But here what is asked, how many bit string of length are contain exactly r number of ones? Right? So suppose this is one bit string, suppose a bit string of length 5 maybe I have, and 2 number of ones are there. So this is maybe here you have one, and there is another one, another 3 places 0. This is one example. How many such type of things? Maybe another example is this one. Another example, so 5 element bit string of contain exactly 2 ones. So this is another example maybe. So these 3 places are 0, last 2 are 1. These 2. So in this way, how many bit string of length n contain exactly r ones? Now think about this problem. Are you not, you have basically you have n number of positions, right? You have basically n number of positions, n number of, here you have 5. So in general you have n number of positions, and among them only r place it will be filled by 1, right? So you just have to find r place from an n place set. So what is that? It is just a combination, sir. So what will be your answer? Your answer is basically C n comma r. That's all. So you are selecting r position, just a selection of r position from an n position set, so that you will put that one digit into that. So how many ways you can do? CNR ways. What is the value of CNR? CNR is n factorial divided by n minus r factorial into r factorial. Done. Right? Easy problem, but very interesting. Now look at this problem. Yes, as we discussed, this problem is CNR. Okay, what about this one? Here you have to involve the concept of permutation as well as the product rule also. What it says, suppose that there are 9 faculty members in the mathematics department and 11 in computer science department. Then how many ways are there to select a committee to develop a discrete mathematics course at a school where the committee is to consist of 3 faculty members from mathematics department and 4 faculty members from computer science department. So how you will do that? So you divide the task into two part. The first part is select three mathematics faculty member. Select three mathematics faculty member from a group of 9 faculty member. How many ways you will do? C9 three ways, because we know it is just a selection of 3 members from a group of 9 faculty. Then the next part is how many ways you can select 4 computer science faculty member from a group of 11 faculty member. How many ways you can select? It is C 11, 4 ways. Then how many total number of ways you can do that? So first task into the second task, that will give you the final answer. So this many ways you can do the to select the committee, where there will be 3 members from mathematics faculty department and 4 members from computer science. So by product rule, C93 into C11, 4 will be your answer. I hope you understood this problem. Easy. So once after your simplification, I think you will get the answer as 27,720. This will be your answer. You can simplify, you will get that. But I hope you understand this, right? Okay. So let me end this lecture up to that only. I hope this is helpful. I hope you understand this. These are for many people, these permutation combinations are very difficult thing. But if you understand these things in this way, I don't think it is a difficult thing, right? So if you like the video, you please like it in my channel. You can also write your feedback in this comment in the comment of this video. Also, if you think these videos are helpful, you please subscribe this channel so that I will also get a lot of notification. In the next semester, I have in my videos, I have one more playlist called probability and statistics videos. I think it is very, very helpful for you. So after some time, you may require it also. So subscribe to this channel, make use of it. If you think it will be helpful for your friends, please share with them as well. Thank you very much. We'll come up with a new video in the next class. Thank you. Bye-bye.